Mr. Carney is not a businessman. He is a political grifter who has used his political influence to turn decisions that profit his company at the expense of workers and seniors. And that is exactly how he would govern the country. While he was Justin Trudeau's economic advisor, he went on the record saying that he thought there should be more inflation. He thought it would be good if there was more inflation. Well, it turns out Brookfield, his company, profits from inflation. They get to charge higher rents on their tenants, according to their CEO. So he has used his political influence to rip off workers and seniors, and now, with all the political power of a prime minister, he continues to be invested in the same company, Brookfield, the same company that benefits by raising inflation, by raising energy prices, and by ripping off workers and seniors. Today's announcement is another example of that. How would Markcarney ever be trusted to make our tax system fair when he's invested in a company that has billions of dollars of cash stashed away in an overseas tax haven? Of course, he never would. We need a prime minister who will put Canada first for a change, who will stand up for lower energy prices, lower taxes, less inflation, bigger paychecks. I've been spending my entire adult life fighting for the people who are here behind me today, fighting for their paychecks, for their quality of life, for their future, to bring home Canada's promise. Thank you.
En français.
Merci. I can guarantee you there will be no laws restricting abortion passed when I'm Prime Minister. For 20 years, the policy of the Conservative Party has been that there will be no restrictions brought in on a woman's right to choose. It's been in our policy since it was adopted by our party members in the year 2004. So this is a 21-year policy adopted by our members and upheld at all of our subsequent conventions. So there will be no laws or other restrictions imposed on a woman's right to decide to do with her body as she wishes, and that is something that I am guaranteeing to you and to all Canadians. The rampaging chaos that we see in our streets, the targeting of synagogues and Jewish schools with hate, vandalism, violence, fire bombings of synagogues, these things were unheard of 10 years ago. We've always had debates and disagreements about foreign issues in Canada. But those disagreements did not spill into violence on our streets. People left the violence abroad. That's why they come to this country, is to live in peace and in freedom, so that disagreements can play themselves out in debate, not in fire bombings and physical violence. The Jewish community feels understandably under siege as these hate marches and anti-Semitic outbursts have become an unfortunate part of Canadian life. And frankly, the Liberals have encouraged these divisions. We see what they do. They say one thing to one group and then exactly the opposite to another group. They turn Canadians against Canadians, and they've been doing it for 10 years. And what is the consequence? 251% increase in hate crimes. 251. Now, to be clear, we can't blame all of that on the October 7th attacks, because there was already more than 100% increase in hate crimes before those attacks occurred. This is the direct result of radical liberal policies and divisive rhetoric that has driven our people apart. We will end that. We will bring in tougher laws to target vandalism, hate marches that break laws, violent attacks based on ethnicity and religion. Anyone who's here on a visitor visa who carries out law breaking will be deported from this country, and there will be very serious jail time, and on top of that, fines for anyone who carries out anti-Semitic vandalism or property damage. We need to unite our people, We need to get back to the country we used to have with regards to bringing people together. Used to be that people would come from around the world. They live in peace. They might have different political opinions. They might even squabble about those opinions. But they didn't throw rocks at each other. They didn't firebomb each other's businesses. They didn't break glass. That wasn't how it was in Canada. We need to heal those wounds and bring our people together again so that everyone from every background feels safe. My closing message on this to Canada's Jewish community is you are not alone. You have friends. Canadians stand with you. You have the right to wear your Star of David, your kippah, and to have your mezuzah on your door. You should feel proud to be Jewish, and you should never have to hide your Jewishness in order to stay safe. And as your Prime Minister, I will fight for your safety, your security, and your acceptance every single day. Merci beaucoup.
Hello people, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel, and thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a while on this space because I have been so busy, but trust me, I would make it up by the grace of God. So currently it has been raining rallies from the Conservatives, Liberals, NDP. At least those are the three major ones that I know of. And during this rally, that is when we hear promises, different promises. And this particular video are some of the promises made by the Conservatives, talking about Pierre Poilievre. And I will still bring you that of the Liberals, that's talking about Markcarney, and the NDP talking about Jagmeet side. And all these promises are very interesting to hear. And the issues, or the issue most people have, is not actualizing them. And there have been so many stories about all these promises. Oh, is it true? Are you going to really do whatever you've said? It's not really in my position to decide that. Let's just enjoy the rally. Let's enjoy the flow. You guys have heard it all, although there are still more promises made by each of these candidates. And don't forget, guys, it's on the 28th. 28th, we are all waiting to see who our Prime Minister will be. I created a poll a few days ago, trying to know what you guys think, or who you guys think will be the Prime Minister. And so far, from the poll and from the votes, Pierre Poilievre is winning. In another video, I'll just be reading out the features of these two men, the candidates from the Conservative Party and the Liberal Party, so we all know. As at now, at this point, I'm not taking side. I'm not even saying this will win or this other person will win. Is the person that is best for Canada that I am actually particular about. In my next video, I will bring you some clips or the promises made by the Liberal candidate. It's getting interesting as it's getting closer to that day. There's so much tension in the air. You know how it is. Anyways, let's keep hoping for the best for the country, and we pray that everything will go peacefully on that day. Thanks so much for watching. I just wanted to bring these clips to you guys. Lest I forget, if you are just coming across this channel for the first time, you are most welcome. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed already, don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so you'll be the first to see my videos. Do not also forget to like, comment, and share this video. See you all in my next one. Bye.